fine. I know it's been a while. I've not done a proper grindy MX Simulator video for quite some time now, and I do apologise, but we are back today, and today we are riding on Detroit. Now, Detroit is round 10, however, it did get delayed for RF. Funny enough, same as EMF did, which is quite a weird coincidence. But so I had a look through the RF times and such, you know how I usually do for these videos, and surprisingly, there was actually more than 40 sign-ups this time round for RFNA. So qualifying would have actually mattered, which is what I quite like when I do these videos. And so there was 47 people in total. Now, to get inside the top 40, you need a 49.9, I believe it was. So that's what I'm going to be aiming for. Now, I need to be honest with you boys. I need to do a little bit disclaimer. I didn't intend on making this video. I have ridden this track before. In fact, I rode this track last night. Now, I've done maybe 10 or so laps in total, so it's not like I'm absolutely rapid or anything. However, I have ran a 49.2 so far, which is my fastest. So, that being said, I do have a lap time that would qualify me, so I'm hoping that the recording as such shouldn't actually take as long. I'm hoping that means I don't crash as many times, so I haven't got to do as much editing as I almost go straight over the bars there. Oh my god, please, 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 thank you. So this track itself, I'm not sure if I'm just slowly getting better at sim. Oh, big line. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. I'll get, yes! That line is, I feel like I made it quite easy there. And I know for a fact that when I watch like Payson Johnson, for example, he makes it way too easy. It's actually quite hard getting stopped for that inside and kind of lining it up properly. So I'm quite happy with myself that I've already done it on lap 2. But this track itself, as a whole, fairly easy to get around, but it's the same as any track. Like, just to ride around it normally, it's not too bad. But then when you want to start putting down heaters and kind of going for it, that's when it starts getting more difficult. So we've got a 51.2 there, and I don't remember making really any mistakes, so to shave the time down is what's going to be difficult, and it's just going to be a case of trying to stay lower over jumps and through the rhythms, hitting the whoops a little bit faster. Corners will be a massive thing. I feel like I'm being quite reserved in the corners. I am in time trial rather than doing the whole race thing beforehand. So we'll see how it goes. I think I've got the erode on as well, but I think it's low. I think it's on like some like 1 or 2. So I'm hoping it doesn't affect me too much in terms of the corners getting rough. If so, I might kind of back out the game and reload it or turn it off or something, just to give myself the best chance possible, really. Because the erode, when you're playing by yourself with the erode, it just doesn't kind of deform the same way as it would in quali servers. It actually hinders you rather than helps you. No, in quali servers you get ruts that actually help you around these corners rather than just kind of like choppy bumps. Or that triple there before you go for the big quad into this corner, actually very, very difficult to time. I'm not sure what it is about it. It's quite small compared to the jump before, so actually gauging your speed on it correctly is quite hard. Let me do the 5th gear technique. So many people that I watch kind of go in 5th gear and bog it through the whoops, but that way I always find it hinders me. You know, I end up kind of being a lot more straighter through the whoops and consistent if I'm in a lower gear on the limiter. I'm not sure how people do it in the higher gear. Maybe it's a suspension thing. Maybe I'm just washed. I feel like it's probably the fact that I'm just washed and nothing else. But I mean, I was going to say there's not much editing going to go into this. I haven't stopped talking since I pressed the record button, so there's definitely not going to be. I can't kind of cut myself off midway through a sentence. Go on, get it again. Oh, look at me go. Do you ever get it where you play in a game, one day you are absolutely booty cheeks, next day you hop on and you feel really, really good. But then the next day you hop on and you'll be really bad again. I'm not sure what it is, but that is me right now. I was not riding amazingly when I played this last night. Oh, why did I do that? Oh, I think I'm just getting distracted by talking again. I have no idea why I doubled in that. I should have tripled that all day long. Still managed to beat the time by a little bit, so 50.1. So I actually would have only needed 2 temps quicker, which essentially is what messing up that line is skimming these better than jumping over. No, I'm pretty sure jumping over's faster. Really weird. When you think of a Dragon's Back, you wouldn't think of kind of jumping it as being quicker than skimming them. You'd feel like you carry more speed if your wheels are on the ground more, but that is not the case here. We are... Oh, should I just scrap this lap? If I get legs off here, I'm definitely going to... Kind of want to see how much time I would have gained if I hit the last rhythm section fine, so I'm going to keep an eye on that timer at the bottom left as I go into this next left-hander if I don't crash in the whoops, but I probably will because I'm going a little bit too fast. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, can someone that is actually good at sim nowadays, like, normally races in RF mains. Can you tell me what I'm doing in the whoops? Because I'm pretty sure that when I used to play, I never used to have this much grief, so I'm not sure what's changed really. Let's go double, break a bit, hug this inside, hit the weird, horrible inside lump. Give her a cheeky little seat bounce over that. Try not to get her legs off as I face that jump. Stay low over the on-off. The off is quite a bit of a stretch, actually. You have to scrub a lot for the on and then stretch it for the off. And, you know, just MX sim things. So these 450s, I say it all the time, but I 100% stand by it. They're far too powerful. You know, like these Supercross triples, like I braked, I scrubbed, still flat landed it. Let's do it again, let's try again. Let's slow right down, have the brake on the face, scrub it. Oh, back end stepping out a bit. You can see it's getting a little bit rough in that that left-hander there after the Supercross triple. That's because of the erode that I've got on, which I stupidly left on. Really shouldn't have done that. I'm going to try and persevere as much as I can. Oh, that was a better run. Stayed a lot lower there. Managed to scrub a bit. Let's get on, off, check up speed a bit. Oh, God, back end's out. Oh, this is slow. This is very slow. Check up on the triple. That's a good landing there, low. Up and over that. Stop for the inside in time. No! Oh, God, that was so close. Oh, I hate when you get to this point when you're going hot laps and you're like, you're so close every time, but just one little mistake just takes it away from you. Right, I just want to try and be smooth, well, as smooth as possible in these corners, because it's so easy for the back end to come around. Or for you just to fall over if you're leaning too far. Oh, that is not the landing I wanted off of that. And that is not the drive I wanted out of there. I was in the wrong gear. I did not change down enough gears there. You know what? I'm going to leave this entire video as raw for a change, just so you can kind of see everything that goes into it. You can see all the crashes. I hope that I don't run out of things to say, as I've already recorded one other video today. Let me try and think of a random tangent that I should go on. Oh, something that I've started doing the last couple of days, which a bunch of you guys are going to think is like really sad, but it brings back good memories for me, is playing a game called Cookie Clicker. Cookie Clicker. God, that's a bit of a tongue twister if you try saying it fast. A bunch of you guys will know exactly what I'm on about. If you don't, it's essentially just an idle game, like in your web browser. It's free on the internet. Like, you can just play it online through Google Chrome or whatever you want. But then at the same time, you can also buy it on Steam, which makes absolutely no sense. And the online version isn't ripped or anything. Like, the online version is what came first before the Steam version. So, no idea what that's all about. But yeah, I'm not spending money just to play essentially an idle game. All it is, if you're not used, like, if you don't know about it, if you click the screen, you get a cookie. If you click it again, you get another cookie. And then as you go, you kind of upgrade things, and it'll collect them for you. And each click's worth more, and so on and so forth. There's all kinds of different in-depth things that I can't really, well, I don't really know how to explain until you play it yourself. But yeah, for some reason I've been started playing that. Like, if I'm editing a video and stuff, I'll have it on my other monitor, just kind of upgrading things as I go. And I think something that I'm quite a big fan of, which I really struggle to find in modern day games, is the feeling of progression and a good progression system in games and leveling up. And I suppose the only thing that I really used to get that same sense from was kind of grinding out the old Call of Duties and ranking up and prestiging on that, and you can't even do that anymore. Like, leveling up on COD nowadays means nothing. You know, it's and besides, COD's not really being as fun anymore because of skill-based matchmaking. That's another reason why I don't really play them. But yeah, just the fact that you can't really grind levels anymore and have something to show for it is a bit disappointing. If I quit this, track has been modified, right? Hang on, I'm gonna properly quit MX Sim and I'm gonna reload it. This shouldn't take long, you know. MX Sim loads so much quicker than MX Bikes. Let's do that. Hopefully you haven't got a black screen for too long whilst I'm sitting here talking to myself. If you have, welcome to some Lynn's ASMR. Today we're going to be playing some MX Simulator. MX Simulator is a motocross simulation game made by Josh van der Hoof. And it's about 15 years old now, and we're still playing it. And we are back. Hopefully you can see what's on my screen. I've got my OBS kind of closed behind everything, which wasn't a very clever decision. So the track should be kind of smooth again now. I'll find out when I go over this triple and look at the corner afterwards. Is it smooth? Yeah, it's smooth again. Okay, that's much easier than going and kind of messing with the properties, isn't it? Right, let me check up here. Oh, I don't think I'm going to get the quad. Oh no. Okay, no. I'm not sure if I've got a really springy suspension or not, to be fair. I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to suspension on this game. I just kind of I just run what I get told to run. So a lot of people ask me, even on bikes as well, they ask me kind of what I do with my suspension and this and that, and it's like, I don't know. I get told. I'm lucky enough that people tell me what to do. I don't know what to suggest to you guys. I'm so sorry. Right, oh god, I jumped that too far as well. I'm going to have to check up. Oh, it's cost me a lot of time. You can see, don't go through the bells. Well, I don't know if that's going to count my lap if I do finish off this lap, but we're on par with the other lap. I'm going to check up even more through his whoops. There we go. Slow down the entry speed a bit so it's more control. Well, what was that? I'm pretty sure I was going in a straight line there. Oh, this game hates me, I swear. I also don't have the mental capacity to kind of sit here and just go, you know what? I'm going to practice whoops today. Because I just have no desire to. I have no need to. It's just for things like this that it gets a little bit more frustrating. Let's get up and... What? Please. What has caused my back end to step out there? So, I will say this. One thing that I'm very surprised that Sim hasn't done yet, considering how long it's been out, is add side-to-side movement. You know, it's all forwards and back in this game. It's got no... Your rider doesn't have hips, essentially. Like, there's no side-to-side rider movement. It's all done on the bike or moving forwards and backwards, and that surprises me because I imagine that a lot of the kicks and stuff that you can get on this game, that's really annoying. I was a little bit too far right there. Especially on nationals, nationals can be quite difficult, especially with braking bumps in fast sections. I imagine a lot of it could all be kind of counteracted by leaning your rider, and I know we're kind of too far gone at this point, but I suppose if there was one thing that I could add in Sim, it would be that, or even like a proper, oh god, or a look over your shoulder feature or something like that. I imagine if kind of like Sim and bikes would combine all of their features together, you'd have the ultimate motocross game, because Sim does a bunch of things really well, bikes does a bunch of things really well, MX versus, not MX versus ATV, MXGP, god damn it, MESX does absolutely nothing well. So yeah, I don't know. It's a shame that we're part of such a small community, you know, and there's only a few really dedicated motocross game people. Cause I imagine if we was like an absolutely massive community, we would have such a sick game. Like, see what people that like their cars have. They got things like Assetto Corsa and iRacing and stuff. And just imagine if we had that sort of level. Oh, I've overjumped it. God damn it. I was 0.2 up there as well, which is exactly what I need for a 49.9. And the fact that I've already run a 49.2 outside of this video is extremely frustrating for me because I'm sitting here wadding around looking like an absolute idiot who doesn't know how to go in a straight line, completely washed up, too old, hairline receding, shit beard. How else should I self-deprecate myself? God damn it. I am not having a good day. Oh, please, yes, okay, right. Come on, don't choke. I'm half a second up. I'm going to take it nice and easy through the whoops. I'm going to check up a little bit. We're even going to bang it down into first to restrict our speed. Back end still kicked out as I went into it for some reason there. We're through the whoops. We've done the triple in. We've got the next triple. We've got the quad while we're in the bow survive. Please count, please. Sender. At 48.9, so okay. We've actually beaten that. Well, let me check quickly what a 48.9 would have got me. I'm not going to bother kind of tabbing out and stuff. I'll keep you in the game. So a 48.9 would have put me in P23. So I don't think that's terrible by any means. What's the best lap? Best lap was a 47.4 by Braden Carter, of course. Then a 47.5 by Payson. So I'm a second and a half off, which doesn't sound like a lot, but I'm telling you, on a track like this, it is a lot. You know, you've got to be hitting the corners super fast. You've got to be staying really, really low through the rhythms, and it is generally probably quite a lot of time to gain. Whoops for me, massive thing that I need to work on. I know that because I could probably be going twice the speed through the whoops. I'm going to try one more time the whole fifth gear thing, bang it up into fifth. Please. Oh, yeah, you should just see how wild I get coming out of it. I need to figure it out. I'll watch some people as well. I do watch some sim vids whenever they pop up in my recommended, so I'll give it a watch and I'll find out. But you know what? I think that's going to do it for me for today. As I say, this isn't going to be kind of like an edited, kind of cut down video whatsoever. It's going to be raw takes, so you can see all of the pain that I've gone through, all the crashes and such. And let me know if you like that, or if you do prefer it chopped up and cut up a bit more, and just more of a highlight type thing and just getting the good bits as such. But yeah, thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it, as I said just now. Drop a like on the video if you did, really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and have a lovely rest of the day, whatever it is that you guys are up to. And I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.
I'm working hard, I'm sacrificing my life, I'm sacrificing my mind, I'm sacrificing my sanity, but most importantly, I'm sacrificing my time. Boy, I feel fine, I feel like I am a king. Honestly, I can't complain. Even with faith that's the size of a grain of some salt, I will still move a mountain and do what I want. I got